Today, we're going to talk about the famous Rohn quote that you are the average of the five people that you spend the most time with. And I want to pause and really think about that quote and encourage you to think about it a little bit differently than you may have thought about it in the past. We may be thinking about it as literally who are the five people in our life that we're spending the most time with. And are these the people that we want to spend the most time with? Are these the people that are empowering us and uplifting us and supporting our goals and encouraging us? Or are these people that aren't supporting our goals or aren't in our best interest to have in our inner circle? And of course, there are some people that you can control having in your life, and there are sometimes some instances where you can't control your everyday situation, maybe your work situation or some of your family situation. And yet you can control your mindset, how much time you spend with them, the environment you create around yourself. If you think about that in a work case scenario, the environment around yourself you can create to stay in that positive mindset as well. And here's what I want to do. I want to put a different spin on this. I want you to start thinking about who are the five people in each area of your life that you spend the most time with and or want to be spending more time with because they are models of who you are becoming or who you want to become. So what I mean by that is think about when you're thinking about relationships. Who are five people in the area of relationships that you're spending time with or that you want to be spending time with? Who are five people in the area of physical health? Who are five people in the area of career, in the area of spirituality, in the area of family, right? Who are those five people in each area of your life? Some of them might overlap and some of them might be different. For instance, when I think about my physical health group of people, I have my husband, Mark, in that group. I have my friends in that group that I see at the gym, my Camelback CrossFit gym core people like my Lexi and Anne and Jocelyn and Mario and Ruben. I have more people than even five in that group because they're motivating to me. I look up to them. We encourage each other. We empower one another, and they keep me motivated and moving towards my goals in that area of my life. When I think about relationships, my husband, Mark, is also in relationships, right? I spend my most time with him. I love him. I'm always working on developing that. And I also have role models. I have my aunt and uncle that I married into, Patty and Millich, whose relationship I admire and love and work towards living that with Mark every day because they're setting such a great example of what a good marriage is for me in my eyes. So I have them in that circle. I have other people in the area of relationships that I'd like to model or I like to talk to because they're in support and in alignment with my values and my goals. And what I want you to do is think about that for all of the areas of your life and be really intentional about those five people. And also know that it doesn't have to be someone you know necessarily. Like in the area of personal growth for me, Ed Milet is somebody that I have in that top five. I listen to his podcast every week. He helps me in the area of personal growth. I don't know him yet. I have him as a resource to include there. You know, spirituality, maybe for some of you, that's a Bible, that's God, right? Like these are things that can go in your top five. So I want you to start thinking about, yes, who are the five people that you spend your most time with and what can and can you can't control there? And now dig deeper. Go into each area of your life and identify 3 to 5 people in each area of your life that you know, that you don't know, that are going to help support you and are in alignment with your values and goals. And then be really intentional and ask yourself, Are you spending enough time with those people? Have you had conversations with them? Are you taking the time to read the book of the person that motivates you in the space of personal growth? Are you listening to the physical health podcast? Are you having conversations with your family members? Are you going to church if that's something that's important to you? And really start being intentional about who you're surrounding yourself with, because that is something that you can control.